Hey guys, what's going on? This is a different game. This is not Rush Royale. This is called Ghost Invasion. If you don't already know, I play a lot of games outside of Rush Royale. I obviously don't stream them or I don't talk about them because this is very specifically a Rush Royale channel, and I don't want to overdo my channel with like non-Rush Royale content, but every so often I'll pop in with like a different game that I'm trying out, or I'll do like a live stream of some random game. Mostly, I don't know, to vary my channel, but also just because sometimes I want to stop shitting on Rush Royale, and you know, this is the only way that I can do it, is by just not talking about Rush Royale. And sometimes I'm just really into a game and I want to kind of talk about it, but it's not like most of the games that I play are not heavy, in-depth thinking games like Rush Royale. Like, there's a lot of strategy and whatnot involved in Rush Royale. That's why it's a fun game to talk about. A lot of my other games are very just independent. Like, it's not fun to watch for lengthy periods of time. And so this is one of those kinds of games. And essentially what it is it's a farming game. You just farm resources. It's a very ad-based game. All these things on the side right here are ads. I was gonna say I'll click it and then mute it, but I can't mute it because then it would mute me. Or actually, I could mute it if the ad had a mute. Some of the ads do, and some of the ads don't. But anyway. So this is Ghost Invasion, and what you do is you just go around and you collect ghosts, obviously. And then you get resources, and then you deposit them into your little bank. And then your cargo right here is how much stuff you can hold before you have to go into the bank, or before these three guys. There's actually six guys. They're probably all like layered on top of each other. They also have the ability to follow you around and deposit all of your cargo into the bank so that you don't have to keep running back to the bank. I'm going to try to capture this because this is incredibly important for an event right now. So you'll notice that as I capture things, some things don't really change my cargo. Oh, that's an important one. Gems are constantly important. You always need to get gems. Boom! It's one of the resources that you will always need. Souls are the main currency. It's basically just gold in Rush Royale.
Meet Triggerfin.
I can't. There's no mute button here, so I would love to mute this, but there's no mute button.
Buff attack per second ability. It makes Toothpick faster. Now they're both going full rampage mode.
This is a game
legendary even joins the mix.
where I wouldn't like stream this, or I don't feel the need to talk about this a lot, but I did want to do this. I did want to make one guide for everything that I currently know about this game. And I've been playing it for, I don't know, a couple weeks now. And I've gotten pretty far. I finished the main house, and I'm currently in the graveyard. The graveyard being, it goes this way. And this is where you get Cursed Fog. And that's a new mechanic that you learn once you unlock that. So when you start, you'll have to get all 8 of these gems, and then you'll get the king. It's the artifact hunt. You have to get all 8 of these gems. Getting all 8 of these gems will open up the entire house. Also, leveling up will also open up doors that are locked. There are soul farms that you can upgrade, and these are really not important. Right now, at my max, I'm getting 1 million, and that sounds like a lot. But when you finally, use the resources to unlock it, because it's obvious, it's really not important. This yellow essence is, so I am going to watch this ad. 1 second. I'm going to pause this. Okay. The yellow essence is really important. I just got 1,000 yellow essence. But in terms of the soul farms, it sounds like it would be an important thing because like I just said, the souls are your main currency. I have 875 million right now, but you need this amount for upgrades at a certain point. where I am right now. When I have a ray gun at level 16, I need 512 just to get the next upgrade. So you do need souls a lot. But as you can see over here, these little guys right here are giving me 1 million per. And the like per guy. And so right now I'm actually holding in just what I just gathered from there 15 million souls. So something like a 1 million soul, you know, at the rate of this it starts to feel pretty bad. But yeah, so what I wanted to do with this guide is just talk about things that I wish I knew prior to starting this game. When you start this game, you will get a quest line that at the end, if you finish every single one of your quests, you only get it the one time. And if you finish all of the quests, you get one box with a bunch of bonus rewards. Now, the idea about the bonus rewards that you're getting, yes, it's very good. But would I recommend spending money on it? Because I did. I don't think so. And the reason why is because what it essentially gives you are things that you get all the time in events that constantly happen. So right now, they're doing a spider's web event, and if you get this amount of spiders, if you capture this amount of spiders, you get these permanent bonuses. All of these permanent bonuses lead me to believe that they don't care about how strong you eventually get. There are limits to some of the things for how strong you get. So for example, right over here in the Dark Armory that you'll eventually unlock, the Proton Ray, I'm at max, and so I can't upgrade that any further. But that is damage to my regular, my Proton Ray. And then right here, I don't know what this goes up to, but obviously a lot. It goes up to a lot. And because there are constantly events that are also adding to your ray gun power, which is the same as the Proton Ray, and you know, like your ray count, because there are events that constantly give you more power and more ray gun, or more the count, the ray count, more extra souls, more extra HP, or experience, XP. Your backpack size, because they're okay with giving you all of these bonuses, I'm pretty sure the bonuses that you get from that quest line of do every single quest is not as cool as you might think it would be when you start the game. If you just continuously play the game, you will just eventually get more power than you will ever need. You'll get more backpack space than you will ever need. So when you do start the game and you see, like, you know, plus, you know, if you finish all the quests, you get plus 20% ray gun power and plus 3 rays and, you know, plus 25% experience, permanent bonuses. And if you feel the need to spend money on it, because there are gem requirements on there, and you don't get gems at a significant rate in order to do all the things that you need to do. So for example, you need to get a bunch of deliverers. So right now I'm at 8 out of 10 of the bots. And the next one would be 1.5 thousand gems, which is obviously a lot. To go from 6 to 7 was 1,000. I think it starts at like 100, and then it's like 200, and then it's like 250, and then it's 500, and then it's 1,000. Like it jumps like a lot. And you don't get gems as often as you might think in the first area. There are specific ways to farm gems. One of them is in your opening to the left. Right here, there will be 2 ghosts, and those ghosts appear every 4 hours. And those 2 ghosts are worth 5 gems each, so that's automatically 10. If you go all the way to the top, so if you go through here, if you just keep going up, there is a gate, and this is a combat arena. There are 3 parts to this, and if you have the ability to beat all 3, you will also get 10 gems from here, and then you also can watch an ad to do another one, and then if you want to retry it, you can spend 20 gems, but why would you do that? You're trying to use this to farm gems, and so that's what you're going to want to do. That's another avenue of farming gems. The last avenue of farming gems is going to be after you finish the entire first portion of the house. And that is this, your one of your first goals is to find pieces to complete this portal. And once you complete the portal, you will get this guy. Every 4 hours, and he will give you a quest to kill this amount of specific ghosts. You can press the magnifying glass, and then it'll show you exactly where they are. And then once you kill that amount of ghosts, then you get 10 gems as well. So that's yet another way to specifically farm gems. Right there, I defeated Real Ralph. This doesn't really matter. What it does is you have a ghost file, and each of these, you'll start to gain more loot whenever you kill that specific ghost. So right here, I'm getting 2.46, and then just for free, I'm getting nothing. Oh, I'm getting more experience now. Sometimes it goes more experience, sometimes it goes more loot. It just depends on what the upgrade is. And then you just get more loot for the killing that when you continuously kill that same ghost, which is in this area. Now that I'm in the next area, I am going to watch this ad, and I can't mute it. 1 second. As you progress through the game, you will not really continuously kill the same thing. What I found is that once you just find a new ghost that gives you more, you're just going to start killing that instead of everything else, because everything else is giving you much less. And so even with this even with getting more loot, this 9 loot that I'm getting at a max ghostly Dukovsky doesn't compare to the 1 million per that I'm getting from new ghosts. So this really doesn't matter. It's just something to do. It's just extra bonuses. This is the final boss of the first area. To show you how powerful I am, this is how quickly I can kill that. The 200 yellow essence, this 1.62 that I'm going to get right now, you need this forever. This is another one with no sound. Hang on. You need yellow essence pretty much for a very long time. I've completed the entire first area, which is the house, and I still need a lot. This is the armory. The things that you're going to want to upgrade, and this is one of the things that I wish I would have known ahead of time. The things that you're going to want to upgrade first before anything else is going to be the proton ray, obviously, because if you can do more damage to your to ghosts, you can just kill them faster. And the hardest kind of ghost that you will ever face in this game are not the ones that attack you, because obviously there are ghosts that will actively try to attack you, but it's the ones that run away. And so if you can deal more damage quicker, then them running away is going to be less and less of a problem. To combat that, the other two that are really important are the slowing rays and the scope. The scope is going to increase your catching range, and when you go into your main upgrade, this is what you can upgrade all the time. It's going to be ray gun power, the catching range, and then the ray count and the focused ray are the other two really important things here. The ray count is how many ghosts you can attack at once, and the focused ray is if there is only one ghost, or if there are fewer ghosts than the amount of your ray count. So my ray count right now is 17. It increases the number of rays on a single target from, in my case, I have it at 8. So if I have... So right now my ray count is 17. You can divide that by 8, And so if there are only 2 ghosts that I'm trying to capture, 8 of those rays will be on both of the ghosts. If you only have 1 ghost, it's not that 16 rays will be on, or 17 rays will be on the same ghost. It's dependent on your focused ray. So focused ray is also going to give you additional damage, because then all of those rays are going onto this onto one target. And then that is multiplying your ray gun power, and that's how you're doing multiple or bigger amounts of damage. And that's why focused ray is always going to be so much more expensive to upgrade, but why it's so much more important to upgrade. And so like my ray gun right now to go from on 16 is 558 million to go from 179,000 to 182,000 damage. But my focus rate to go from 16 to 17 is 2.1 billion damage, or 2.1 billion souls. And so that's why it's incredibly important. So in your armory, this is one of your main stay upgrades that you're just going to constantly have to upgrade. As you complete each level, you'll get a main boost power. So right now, I'm almost done with it, but in saying that I'm almost done with it, I have 167 out of 550 upgrades for my last bit of this. I've already upgraded the proton ray, the slowing ray, and the scope. I think the next thing that's important would be the backpack. Or maybe the light boots, because with the light boots, you'll be able to chase those ghosts quicker. So you know what? I'm actually going to do that. The ads in this game are crazy. Obviously, I just got 1.6 thousand in that last ad, and it's giving me that amount of upgrades. And you basically just want to hard focus one thing, and then hard focus the next thing, and that's how you get. That's how you're gonna get most of your upgrades in an efficient way. So I'll show you one of the things that you're gonna have to chase. This is a little bit easier to chase, and you can direct them. They'll basically follow you. And so like if you go down here, they'll go up, and then if you go above them, they'll go down. And so you can use that to your advantage, because you can make them, like, I know that if they start going this way, I can't follow them out of bounds. But if I chase them, see, like right here, I would have to like go around this in order to get him. And so what you want to do is you want to make them go into an open area. Which is this way. Yeah. And that's how you're going to chase those. And then, these are ones that would like attack you. That is somewhat of a problem, but you can run away from them. I'll show you an example of that. So all of these top red ones will attack me. But if you just kind of run away, you can mitigate that damage. But you can also do circles and then just eventually wear them down. And so like those are not the problem in this game. It's the ones that run away that are the problem. And that's how I focused my like figuring out what is a important upgrade. Ray gun power, ray count, focus ray, catching range, scope, just anything to make that easier. So for example, this is a hard one. I can try to direct this guy. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. And it just becomes like increasingly annoying, more and more annoying the more that you need to capture. So I'm going to go back into that first area and show where everything is, like points of interest that become really important when they happen. Over on this side is a 750 essence door. This 750 essence it sounds insane. When you first see this door, you're gonna be like, how am I ever going to get 750 essence? And the answer is, as you progress through this game, the game gets easier and easier, obviously. Everything seems impossible until it's not. 750 essence is going to be from this blue elixir farm. At its max, I'm getting 900 essence every time I wait for this to go to get to max. Right now, because I never use blue essence, I never use any of the essence. Essentially, so the yellow one, the green one, the red one, and the blue one, you almost never use any of this. Right now, I've amassed 27,000 essence, and if I need any of the other ones, I can exchange it for, here. I'll tell you right now, I've never felt the need to exchange essence, which is why I still have 27,000 blue essence. I do want this one. This is the green orbs. And I'll go. It's for the Dark Armory.
Our carefully crafted mobile
this is another one with no
is
sound. Hang on. Okay. So this green thing for the Dark Armory, you're gonna want to get. You're gonna want to watch the ad for that every single time because there's no good way to farm green orbs. This is the Dark Armory. It's one of the things that. In that quest line, you're supposed to do a bunch of upgrades, but it's so hard to farm this that essentially you can only farm it through ads. That's the only way you're getting any significant portion. There will be ghosts that are right here. This one, for example, or I don't know, sometimes. No, I'm sorry. These ghosts over here will give me 32. And then the only other place to farm it is over here, and now I have 37. You can farm it 37 at a time, and you need 516 for an upgrade or 568 for an upgrade. It's awful. This is one of the things that I will always watch an ad for, and it's the Dark Armory. It's so difficult to get this currency, and there's no other way to get it. This is an exchange for shards to get more yellow essence for the regular armory. There are two ways to farm that. This is the more efficient way. Right here, that all of that gave me the exact same thing. You're exchanging 16 shards of an egg for 2 holes of an egg, and so right here I have 780, and then you can just keep exchanging this, and this is just to get more of the yellow essence for the regular armory. The other way to farm there, or to farm the shards of an egg, it's a much worse spot, because if you haven't noticed, whenever you collect things, different things have different amounts of cargo. So if I were to kill everything in this area, you'll notice that my cargo isn't really changing all that much because they're all taking up less space. So like right here, I'm at 195. I've collected this amount of things. I've collected this group. I'm at 1812 cargo, right? I have a lot of cargo space. The other area that has the shards of eggs is beyond this spot, and these guys just excel exponentially. For some reason, they expand, like the cargo space that each of those have is insane. When you start this game and you go into this area for the first time, this is I just got 42 regular essence, or 42 yellow orbs, obviously for this. Oh no. Obviously for this armory. When you go into that space for the first time, you'll collect like 2 of them and it'll just completely fill up your inventory. They're just absolute insanity. They're a reason why you want to expand your cargo space, but they're also a reason why you want to buy more and more delivers. I think that 7 is enough. I don't think you need more than that. But the reason for why you're doing this at all is so that you don't have to keep going back. It's just kind of annoying to go back to your main hub in order to deposit everything so that you can collect more things. It's much more efficient to just have guys that can collect all of your stuff so that you can continue just collecting stuff. I'm gonna watch this ad, obviously. This is a short one. And I can mute it. This is a short one, and I can mute it. It's the best of everything. You can also expand your deliverer cargo. So they're just taking more every single, and that expands to every single one. So as you have more, this becomes even more efficient. In terms of the catcher, what essentially the catcher bot is it just randomly goes to some ghost and then catches for you, and you can upgrade the ray power and you can upgrade their cargo. I'm telling you right now, it's not important. I put no investment into this, and I don't feel bad about it. The fact that it just gets random stuff is bad. The fact that you have to upgrade their power is bad, and as you know, like as a even bigger thing, when you go to your new area, they don't carry over. You just have to get new ones from this cursed bot. Now you have to buy all new ones. The deliverers carry over, and so they are much better. Oh, this is the same one. It's the green orbs that I told you are really difficult to farm. And I got 115 more out of 500 for the next upgrade. I'll go back to the original area. The 750 essence door isn't really important, but it does feel like a hack. It does feel like a hack for this game. And I've never wanted to stay there for too long. So it says that it unlocks for 10 minutes. And I think the game developers didn't figure out a way to kick you out. So if you have deliverers, you can actually stay in here forever. There is a bunch of guys that give you a bunch of gold, or souls. So right now I have 535,000 souls. My deliverers delivered all of it. Right here, you get blue essence, which I just told you is pretty much useless. The one important thing in here, this is a 1 million guy, but again, like I said, if you have enough essence, or if you have enough, if you're far enough into the game, if you have 750 essence, you probably are far enough in the game where you've opened up the graveyard, and if you've opened up the graveyard, each ghost in there gives you 1 million. So getting 1 million from this is not going to be anything either. To the left right here is a bunch of yellow orbs. And so I can gather all of this. That just gave me 40 orbs. But even more so than that is this guy. This guy is giving you 2 yellow orbs, and then 20 green orbs. This is actually the best place to farm green orbs, obviously. And the thing about this is that you could stay here forever. I've stayed here well past 10 minutes, especially with my deliverers delivering everything for me. And I don't think the game has a way to kick you out. They didn't implement a device where it just auto kicks you out. It just assumes that you're eventually gonna leave because you have to deliver, but you don't have to deliver because you have deliverer bots. And so you can essentially just sit here forever. And if you want to farm like this, I think the game will let you. And so this is basically a hack for if you want to open this door one time with 750 essence, you can, and you have a bunch of deliverers, you can basically just stay here forever if you really want to just farm this one area. It's kind of insane. Like right now, I already have 322 orbs. At which point, I probably shouldn't watch as many ads as I do for those green orbs. I should probably just stay here and finish it. Because once you finish the Dark Armory, you don't use green orbs for anything else. So I guess I could theoretically just sit here forever, watch it. In terms of ads are the only thing that will stop you from just walking away from your phone. If you don't watch ads over the course of time, like I'll dismiss a bunch of these ads. If you don't watch ads for the 63 yellow the yellow essence, if you don't watch ads, eventually it'll give you an ad anyway, and that's why watching ads in this game is actually kind of important. Because if you're either going to watch an ad and get nothing, or you can watch an ad and get a bunch of one resource. The resources that I've been skipping are the ones that I would always skip. That's from a decision that I made very early on, and a decision that I've just kept. Obviously, all of the yellow, green, blue, and red, you don't need any of that. So anytime I get any one of those, I just skip them. Sometimes I'll watch the souls ad, just the regular currency. I will always watch the yellow egg ad, and then I was always watching the green orb ad. But as you can see, just sitting here for as long as this, I already have 495. See, that's 123 million souls, which does sound like a lot, but I don't really need it. You can farm souls from everything, and it is a lot. And when you look at some of these upgrades, like trying to farm 2.1 billion, it's something, and it'll always feel like that. It's something that goes towards that, more than the 89 that I have currently. This is giving me more yellow guys, more yellow orbs, which is always helpful. But this is also giving me 2 at a time, which is insane. And the fact that you can just sit here forever is even crazier. I don't know how they just don't care in this game. There's a lot of decisions that I feel like a different development company, Rush Royale, would be really stingy about. But they just don't care. I do think that if you get hit by this purple guy too many times, you do auto die. And so maybe that was one of their safeguards, but he doesn't follow you over here, and he barely moves, in any efficient amount. And so that's never really a problem if you just don't hang out over there. You can come over here and then get a bunch of yellow orbs, but you are just farming everything that you'll ever need right here, at a pretty efficient rate. I already have, 367 more orbs, but eventually I just kind of leave because I get bored, and that's really the only reason why I ever even leave. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy I was doing light boots. But that's essentially the first area. You'll eventually just figure out everything. The witches are your first problem in this game. And it's basically, they just fly really, really fast. And so if you just follow those tips of upgrades, everything else is just less important. Health is less important. The vitality, extra souls is not important. Armor plates really isn't important at a certain point in this game. Health regeneration does feel a little bit important, because when you attack something that is attacking you, you can run away and health regenerate. So it is somewhat important, but I still wouldn't put all that much into it. Extra XP is really not important either. You will eventually just level up over the course of the game. So leveling up faster doesn't really matter. You're doing so many other things that you shouldn't be focused on your level. Your levels will just happen just because. Right here, I could get the 115 orbs, but like I said, you should probably just farm it in the 750 essence store. I think I can upgrade one thing. I'm almost done with this. Oh, I can upgrade 3 things. I'm almost done with this. I'm at 17 out of 20 and 15 out of 20, and then I'll be done with Dark Armory, and I will never need green eggs again. And then the only other thing that I want to show you is the Curse Land. So this is the second area, and the very specific thing that I wish I knew prior to coming into here is this. The thing that you're going to have to upgrade, and the main currency of this area are these rune factories. So this is the blue one, and there's a bunch of different colors, obviously. And what you're doing is you're converting the blue essence into blue runes. You're using the blue runes to upgrade your extra damage against the flying guys. So right here, these are the flying guys. These are blue rune demons, and you have to kill them. These are ones that are a little bit more difficult, but they give you obviously more. And then these are the impossible ones, but also give you the most. When you first start, these are going to be incredibly difficult, and even right now, they're incredibly difficult. Like I said, everything in this game feels impossible until it's not. Essentially, you can upgrade your Gem Demon Ray Power 70 levels, and this is extra ray gun power against all gem demons. When they say all gem demons, it's because there are multiple of these factories. So when you go over here, these are purple ones or violet ones. You will get access to more. Obviously, it costs blue runes, and so you're going to want to finish the other one first and then do this one. But this is another 70 levels where it's giving you more damage against all of the flying guys. This is an event thing, so this is not what it is. There are spots on the floor that says unlock new units. Essentially what it is are just new spawn points, like right here, these green guys. It's just new spawn points for new units to come out. So it's just giving you more ways to farm things. Oh, there we go. They're closing the doors. Over here, you're going to have these little light things. So if you didn't notice, in the upper left corner, there's a curse level. Right now, it's at 48 strength, and my curse level currently is 0. When that goes up to I think it goes up to a maximum level of 4 or 5. When that goes up, you get less. You start doing less stats. Your stats get reduced, and that's all stats. So you start doing less damage, you start walking slower, and whatnot. And so, like, if you stay in a cursed level or a cursed area, right now I'm at it's at 70 strength, and you can see my curse level going crazy. If you stay in a cursed area for too long, your stats just start getting weaker and weaker and weaker. If you go into an area that has less, then your curse level will go down. So right now I'm at 3. It's at 9.2 strength because I have this at max. And what that means is that I've upgraded these little lanterns in both turbine range as well as turbine power. You're going to want to upgrade the range first, and then upgrade the power. And it really doesn't matter, because you could just theoretically run back to this one and then wait for your curse level to go down. If you go back to the original hub, if you go back to the original hub back here, you can also your curse level will also go down much faster as well. In order to get this is your main armory. Like if, for instance, your yellow armory for the main area, this is your armory for this area. Your curse resistance is going to become a thing. Curse ray power is just additional damage to your ray gun. The red souls and the extra curse XP is not as important as the ray gun power, obviously. And so you're going to want to upgrade your ray gun power more so than anything else. Curse resistance is more important than curse relief. Curse relief is when you are in an area that is not heavily cursed. It's the speed at which it goes down. Curse resistance will allow you to go into areas with more that you'll have more resistance, at which point you don't need curse relief. And that's why it's probably more important to upgrade the curse resistance than it is curse relief. Because you can go into any area and it's just the speed at which it goes down, but curse resistance will allow you to go into areas that you probably shouldn't be, because you have more curse resistance to the area just in general. The way to upgrade these lanterns, the 50 energy right here, there's little like lightning bolts on the floor, and when you gather these, that's how you're going to upgrade all of those. So there's one right here. I'm just gonna dance around these guys over here. There we go. So that's another one. That's another 6. You have an infinite spawn of these, and so you don't have to worry about upgrading these at all. You'll eventually just get all of these and upgrade them. You're gonna be able to upgrade them just because. This is a orange rune factory, and you obviously need the violet runes. And so all of this, as you can see, build on top of each other. I wouldn't recommend the output or the income. That's passive income and passive output, but it costs gems. And gems are, like I said, a farmable resource, but it does take a long time for you to get it, and you do need it on more important things. Mainly, if I go back to here, mainly on deliverers. Getting up to like 7 deliverers, I think is pretty important. And then the next thing that I'm focusing on is if you go into your inventory, right here, ray gun power is obviously going to be your most important thing in this game. I need now 400. In here, you have free essence, which is cool. You can get this every so often. Oh, and then this is the last currency that I want to talk about, and then I'll end this video. This little axe guy. Over here in this area over here, there's this big boss guy, and he is basically impossible to kill. And like I said, everything is impossible until it's not. I have pretty high ray gun everything right now, and this is how much damage I'm doing to this guy. It's certainly something, but it's not a lot. And if you see on the top, that's how much damage he dealt to me in that short amount of time. Basically, there's no way to kill that guy. And the only way to kill him is with the research. I don't think damage down is as important as health down. This is just trying to get you to a reasonable health that you can kill him at. And this is me at 21 stacks. He is down 86%. And I feel like this is how you're eventually going to kill that guy. You obviously need him for a quest. Right here, you'll see axes as the currency that you're getting from them. And that's how you get it. The guys over here that I killed before also have that as well. But that's how you're gonna kill that guy, and that's what the axes are for. But that's pretty much where I am in this game. it's just a very mindless game. It's just a lot of farming. It's just like, I'm going to kill this and gain some stuff and upgrade my stats. And I'm going to kill this stuff over here and upgrade my stats. And, oh, that's actually, I almost forgot. So, with the rune factories, you have to gain, so right here, the maximum amount that I can put in here, that you can obviously manipulate with the factory capacity. The maximum amount that I can put in here is 2.65 thousand. So right here, whenever you go to a blue guy, right here underneath it says 24. Right here it says 24. That's how many runes that you're getting from killing that person. When you go, so you have the ability to gain runes, but when you press convert over here, it's now converting 355 runes because that's how much I've put into this. And when it's working, you can't get more. You can't continue killing blue guys. So right here it says no drop, and it's because you can only collect when this is not converting. I didn't understand that concept, and I didn't understand why it said no drop, but that's why. In terms of this, I want to say the Demon Ray power is obviously important, but the drop, being able to get more is also more important. Is also important because the more gems that you're getting, the quicker that you will be able to upgrade this. So this is kind of a half and half balance, and that's why I have a lot into Ray power. I figured that if I could deal more damage to higher things, like the speedier ones, I felt like if I could deal more damage to them, then I could collect faster naturally. But maybe if you just upgrade the demon drop, and you get more for lesser ones that are easier, obviously, like these guys right here, where you can just kind of like hang out in the area and then just get 5, 5, and 5. Maybe that's easier than trying to chase down a guy that gives you 25. So I don't know, like I don't know necessarily which one is more important. I'm gonna put it into demon drop, and so that I get more just for working. It's work harder, work smarter, not harder. It's one of those. But if you do want to work harder and you want to chase down like this guy to give you, 200 per, you can do that too. You're eventually going to upgrade all of it in the same way that you upgrade everything. This is also more things that you're obtaining. You're upgrading every time you gain the blue runes. You're able to upgrade this as well to give you permanent bonuses. And so this is amazing as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my ultimate guide to Ghost Invasion, and it is very obviously like a free-to-play game. You can buy things. There are things to buy, mostly just resources, events if you want to like finish events. Right here, there's an event right now where if you beat all 30 levels, you just get 1,000 gems. If you want to, oh no. You could buy this for $15, where you would get 75 gems, 100 gems, and 150 gems. And then you would also get 150 tickets. 150 tickets at the rate of 10 tickets per level. If you can beat every level, you would obviously finish this. So not only would you be spending $15 to get 1,000 gems, but you'd also be spending $15 to get all of the gems that you would get from that pack as well. So you can look at it that way. 1,000 gems is obviously going to change your life in this game. You need a lot of gems for a lot of different things. And trying to farm 3 gems at the ad rate is very slow. And sometimes that feels too slow. But yeah, that's pretty much this game. I don't think that you need to spend any money into this game. You will eventually just get everything over the course of playing the game. And And there's no real hurry in order to, you know, like for you to want to spend money. There shouldn't be any hurry for you to want to spend anything, just to get things faster, but you'll get it eventually. But anyway, that's Ghost Invasion. Thank you guys for watching.